Part 2 of King of Prussia Mall. Right now, heading towards the plaza, which is the original part of the King of Prussia Mall, which has had a long history as a shopping center, and I'll go over the history and whatnot here. Look at this Lucid car. I didn't know they made like a SUV. That looks pretty cool for a electric car. So this part of the King of Prussia Mall opened up in 1962. It was a open air shopping center when it first opened, which was the norm back in the 1960s. Most of these malls started out as open air shopping centers and then finally were enclosed. So the mall started out with EJ Corvette, Acme Supermarket, and JCPenney moved in as a anchor in 1963, and also Woolworths that same year. John Wanamaker's came in 1965, and Gimbel's in 1966. By the 1970s, the mall started to be enclosed, but it was still in the open air stages as well. So that all didn't become enclosed until probably around the 1980s, I would say. So the first anchor change was Corvette's closing in 1980 after the whole entire chain went out of business. The store was demolished and replaced with a Sears in 1983, which lasted here at the mall until 2014, which became a split up between Dick's Sporting Goods and Primark. Gimbel's will close in 1986 and be replaced by Stearns. Stearns replaced a lot of the old Gimbels in the Philadelphia region, even some in South Jersey, and didn't last here too long. They lasted until 1992, and it was replaced by JCPenney, which lasted here until I don't remember what year. If any of you remember, let me know in the comments, because I forgot what year this JCPenney closed. So at that wall that says Italy now open, that was the mall entrance for John Wanamaker, which opened up in the mall here in the 1960s. Closed in 1995, briefly replaced by Hex, and also became a Strawbridge's. So there were two Strawbridges at this mall. So the Italy restaurant is just downstairs only. And this part of the mall now goes from the high-end stores to the usual mall stores that you see. So that's like the big turnaround here at the plaza. You know, you got your usual stuff, H&M, Lids, and whatever else is here. Nothing like a mall if it doesn't have a East meets West store. I also have Champs. And straight ahead, that's one of 5 Auntie Anne's that's here in this mall. As I said on my the core video part 1, there are 5 Auntie Anne's all throughout this mall in both the court and plaza sections. So coming up right there, there's a sign for the Dick's House of Sport that will be opening where the JCPenney, Gimbels, and Stearns used to be. So the original Dick's is 100% most likely going to move out of the upstairs part of the old Sears. And I did hear they were going to open a Dave & Buster's. So if anybody knows where they're going to open that here at KoP, let me know in the comments. I'm quite sure it's going to replace the Dick's part of the upstairs part of Sears, which makes absolutely perfect sense because I don't know where else they're going to put it in here. Coming up to my right is Nordstrom, which opened at the mall here in 1995 or 96. The mall did have an expansion which added 3 new department stores, and Nordstrom was one of them, along with Neiman Marcus and Lord & Taylor. Lord & Taylor did go out of business in 2020, is now the Netflix House Philadelphia. You'll see a little bit of that. I didn't go in, but you'll definitely see that walking along this corridor here at the plaza. And straight ahead was, oh, okay, that was the Netflix House Philadelphia. At the bottom of the old Gimbel Stearns JCPenney building, there's a place called Level 99. So I guess it's gonna open up in the first floor. If anybody knows what that is, also let me know in the comments. I never ever heard of it. It sounds like an arcade kind of place, entertainment kind of place. Uh, yeah, I just never heard of it. Straight ahead, that is Dick's, which opened up in the upstairs part of Sears after 2014. Well, this Dick's is going to be moving as the Dick's House of Sport, where Gimbel's, JCPenney, and Stearns used to sit, and the downstairs part is Primark. And it's some place called Candyland Adventure. I'm quite sure that's based on the Candyland game, that board game y'all played as a kid. I mean, I had that as a kid, so that's a no-brainer. To the left right there, that's Lid's locker room. That's one of two Lids here. They have the original Lids. I don't know why they have two Lid stores here. Because I know the locker room is the one that sells all the jerseys and stuff on top of hats or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. It boggles my mind why they have two Lids here. So right here is the food court. And it wasn't too packed over here. Now, I would imagine this place on a Saturday or Sunday, yeah, it's going to be packed here. Got Chick-fil-A, Bold Masala, because that's an Indian place. Got a few Asian places. They got Popeyes, they got Five Guys. I never seen a Five Guys in a food court at a mall ever. The last time I remember a Five Guys in the mall was at Woodbridge Center before Boscov's opened. And that one didn't last too long, which was kind of shocking. They didn't even bother to move it to a new location or anything. Yeah, but there's one here in the food court. You just order and you just sit and eat in the food court area. They got the Thai kitchen. I think I've seen that before. They had Chipotle in the food court also. So I think they had two Chipotles on the property. I remember seeing one outside. They got a Subway. And like everything is either a burger place, a chicken place, or some kind of Asian food place. It's not even a burger place. That's kind of shocking. This is a downstairs part of the plaza, and I didn't really, like that one to the right. That was like the only vacancy I seen. Otherwise, this mall is doing spectacular. Like the storefronts aren't like a lot of them aren't closed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like everything is open, and that's pretty much a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing at all compared to the other malls I've been to in the last year. I mean, a lot of stuff I've seen closed up, a lot of stuff I've seen dead. And this is probably the only second line mall I've been to in a few weeks. Next month I'll be heading to Lehigh Valley, another Simon property. I know that mall is doing pretty well, despite they have like no high-end stores in there. So they will. I mean, yeah, I'll probably get back to some dead ones in the future. Like I said, over the summer I'm looking to get to Hamilton Mall down South Jersey, which I know is dead. Deptford, which is doing great. Staten Island, which is doing great. I want to try to get to the New York malls. So yeah, that's on my agenda for this year. And coming up to my left, that is Italy, which which opened up after the old Wanamaker store got demolished. They put that there. What exactly is Italy? It's like a restaurant. You can buy food in there, and you can learn some. And they have classes. I guess they have chefs there that teach you how to make certain dishes and stuff like that. First time I ever saw one was when I went to Las Vegas, and then they just started opening them up here in the tri-state area. To my left there's going to be an Adidas store coming. And this wing sort of kind of turns high-end again, which had some interesting storefronts. They had storefronts for like Rivian, even Porsche. Yeah, they have a Porsche fucking store in here. And Tesla, of course. No surprise there. So coming up to my left, I should win this place. They have a Capital One cafe. Now I have a bank account with Capital One, so yeah, I should win in there. I don't know what we would have gotten, but yeah. So there's the Tesla location in here. Yeah, not all Tesla locations are in malls. They do have actual dealerships, which I've been seeing popping up here and there lately. Even though, despite they're not making cars anymore, as per what Elon Musk wants to do for the future of the company. He wants to make robots. For what, I'll never know. They have Apple Store, they have Uniqlo. Oh, yeah, they have a whole bunch of other stores here. Levi's. There's Neiman Marcus, also part of that mid 90s expansion here at KoP, which has been here since around 1995 or 96. And straight ahead, that's the downstairs part of the Netflix House Philadelphia, which replaced Lord and Taylor, which is it just recently opened as of last year, late last year. So now we're getting back into the area of the high-end stores, and yeah, they got Kate Spade, they got Rolex. Saw a few other stores. I like these fountains here. I like how the lights be changing colors. That looks pretty cool. I think that'll look nice, especially at night when towards the end of the day when the mall closes. I actually like that. That's pretty awesome. Well, that will be it on this vlog of the King of Prussia Mall in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. I thank everyone for watching the videos. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.